So there is a label in transport circles called a gadget ban. A gadget ban is a transport technology that is usually exclusive to one company and is usually built for a handful of systems. With a tram system or a railway, you could hire another company to make something for your system, but with a gadget ban, that option isn't usually available. Usually they're built for two reasons: to be different, or because of very specific circumstances that makes building anything else hard, if not impossible. So although a gadget ban is usually a pejorative term, they do have their place. And here is one that's actually done quite well. This is the Wupperthal Schwebebahn. You may know it from this very specific emoji. Successful monorail systems are few and far between because frankly anything a monorail can do a tram can do better, but sometimes that isn't possible. Let's talk about that. So Wupperthal is a long city. It's a collection of towns along the Wupper River that got merged into one, and as a result the city is placed along a long steep valley where pretty much everyone and everything is going up or down the river valley. This posed a problem because in the latter half of the 19th century, Wupperthal had grown to the point where it needed rapid transit. Because everyone was basically going up and down the valley, traffic was so bad that it couldn't really build a tram, it didn't have the space for an overground railway, and they didn't have the geology for an underground railway. Now it was until Eugen Laden came up to the town council and was all, "Hey, so I've patented a system that I tried to sell to Berlin and Munich, but I think it actually might be a better fit here because we can run trains over the river." And that's exactly what they did. They could build it quicker and cheaper because being a steel town, Wupperthal had access to cheaper steel. The system was opened on the 1st of March 1901 and today it carries 81,000 people a day. At 13 kilometers long with 20 stations, it's become an icon of the city, and despite everything, it's only had one fatal accident in 1999, when maintenance equipment was not removed from the track before the line reopened. However, there are notes to be had. There's a reason why there's only one line, and it's because monorails are complicated to build and do not usually do points that well. Like, it's possible to do, it's just not particularly practical. I don't think you would see something like this in other cities, but it is a cool system. Its current vehicles have a capacity of 128 people, which all things considered is pretty damn good. And a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour or 35 miles an hour through a busy city is absolutely brilliant, especially when considered the fact that an on-road vehicle would likely average just 20 miles an hour or less than that in rush hour. I might be biased, but having a rapid transit system be grade separated is something that is very important to me because if you really want a good mode of public transport, being able to avoid traffic is a big plus. This type of system could not be built in many other places. Wupperthal is sort of a unique city where lots of things combine to make something like this the best option, and if I ever find myself in Germany, I think I would try this out in a heartbeat.